It's FabFitFun time, so grab a drink, sit back, and if you're a seasonal member, you're gonna want to see this. Hi, and welcome to our channel. My name is Tracy. Chloe is doing homework, and Bandit's trying to scavenge food, and Dexter, you know, he's Dexter. He just does Dexter things, just like Chloe does Chloe things. But if you're new, welcome. Thanks so much for checking us out. We do all sorts of unboxings, unbaggings, collaborations, stuff like that. So if you're into that kind of thing, please consider hitting that subscribe button. It is totally free to subscribe here. And if you're returning, thank you so much for being a part of our YouTube family. And if you love FabFitFun, you are in the right place. So this is one of my 2 FabFitFun boxes that I have customized. So if you're a seasonal member, you're going to want to check this out before you make your selection so that you can decide, is that for me or not? So I got it, so you don't have to maybe. Let's get into this though. Okay, so this is for my second account, so there's not as many add-ons in this one as there is in my other one, but I want to start off by showing you these. So they do have a tea towel, mystery tea towel set, but they did show you pictures. Like I saw pictures of what this was, and this is $12.95, I believe. Oh, right. So there's, you know, they're for the season. Okay, and then they are the linen type, which I really do like because they don't leave a lot of residue. So I do try to kind of theme together my boxes, but it was kind of hard this time because there wasn't like just a fashion one or, you know, just fashion choices and then just skincare choices. There was a lot of like, there was some categories that were very skincare heavy and then others that had no skincare or very limited skincare. So the other one I tried to theme as more of a skincare beauty box, and this one I themed as more a, it's like housewares, fashion, that kind of stuff box. So this is the box itself. And if you've been with FabFitFun for a while, you know that they used to have these beautifully decorated boxes, which I still have some of those that I store things in. These on the outside are just this kind of bland cardboard, which makes them more recyclable. But again, I still use mine for storage, and I've used them as gift boxes. There is design on the inside, and so pretty. Let me show you these flaps too. So definitely some spring vibes in this box. And then even down to the bottom. Unfortunately, this isn't the kind of box you can turn inside out, but if you did want to use it as a gift box, there's certainly somebody who opens it up will have a lovely surprise on the inside. So I'm going to start with what was inside my box and then the add-ons from here so that you all can see and decide, hey, is this for me? Is this not? Some of these things, at least one of these things that I'm looking at, I have had before and totally recommend. That's the whole reason I bought it. I would have added on 3, to be honest with you, because I could have, but it just was adding up. And there were actually things I took out, even though I really wanted them. I said, no, maybe they'll have it as a refill in the future. There was a free sample of the Meyer's Clean Day 3-in-1 dog shampoo in white peach. And I do use Mrs. Meyer's. I get Grove and I get Mrs. Meyer's all the time, though I've not tried this. So excited to try this. I actually have a Hemp's one that I got. Where did I get it? Could have gotten it at Petco. I could have gotten it at a local pet store. But I do have a Hemp's one for the dogs right now, which is really nice. And this is Bandit. If you haven't met him, he is my wonder dog. Love him. Love all my dogs, though. All right, Bandit. Do you think I can get through this stuff? What do you think? Oh, you want to give kisses? This little guy is so funny. When I get home, he's so excited to see me. And he chases me around and tries to bite my butt, which he's quite successful at. But if I tell him to get his tail, he will totally chase his tail, and it is so funny to watch him, huh? You catch some air with that. Yes, you do. He is a rescue dog. If you're just tuning in, I don't know what his breeds are. They did say a Maltese mix. I don't know. He's got that wonderful underbite, so not sure what he's mixed with, but he is my sweet boy. So the first thing, I know this is category 1. I don't know what everything is, but I always kind of sit to the side so I can put up in here the category and the retail price. And this was that sweatshirt they had from Year of Ours, and this is in the medium large. It did say it was oversized, and it definitely does look oversized. I love the color. So I did see, I'm not an affiliate. I'm not a partner. They don't send me anything for free. I did see one of their affiliates, partners, whatever, who got this, and it's not lined with that kind of soft fleece, but it is a lighter weave for spring. So I opted out of the sweatpants only because I didn't know how they would fit. She's tiny. It was from the pink envelope. She's tiny. She got the extra small, and it was huge on her. And I didn't want to risk getting the medium large and having it huge on me. Plus, I probably wouldn't wear them together. I would have worn them separately. So I just went with the sweatshirt. And yeah, so it's not that soft inside, but I think it might be a little bit more breathable for the spring. And I love that color. That color was just really speaking to me. Next, this is Olive and Piper, and I think this might have been category 6, but it comes in this cute little bag here. Then, and look, you gotta see, green, and then if I can get this out, look, the little pull is green as well. It says Olive and Piper on it, and it is the ring, and I got that in a 9. I went between an 8 and a 9. I didn't know which would be the best size, but I wear rings on all my fingers. And so there it is. It's this one right here. How pretty is that? Simply gorgeous. I'm going to put it back in the box so you can get a better look at it on the white background. So super pretty. Like when I saw this, I was like, that 100% coming to me. Okay, this next one might have been category 2 or 3. I don't remember. And I actually was like, it's not for me. And then again, I saw one of those partner affiliate. I don't know. They give them the stuff way before so you can get a look at it. And for me, the one reason that I was like, well, that's not really for me was the size of it. And I mean, I don't go anywhere fancy. I don't do anything fancy. The fanciest place I go is work, and it's not fancy. But then when I saw this opened up by other folks, I said, oh my, yes. It is an actual weave. It's not just made to look like a weave. It's an actual weave pattern. It has this cute little handle. All right, what I really love is the way it clasps. So cute, right? This was stuck inside, and I thought at first it was missing. On the inside, we do have the strap if you wanted to crossbody this. So here it is. It actually has a whole buckle detail, and you can obviously make it longer or shorter. So that's shorter, obviously. It could go even shorter if you wanted it to. And again, it can go much longer if you want to crossbody it. Now on the inside, we have a little pocket here that zips open. Oh, it was open. Okay, thin, so you're not going to fit a lot in there, and also not very deep. So I don't even think your license would fit in there, but a lippy would. And then on this side, it has a sewn in pocket, which would fit a license, but it's so loose, I wouldn't put a license in there. I'm not really sure what I would put in there, but I wouldn't put a license or a credit card in there. It's way too loose, but it's just super cute. I have a larger phone. I have a Samsung S23, and it would fit in here. I just held this up to my phone to see because I film on that. So, okay, now I will tell you, you're not going to be able to like overstuff this because it won't clasp if you do. But super cute, love the weave, and overall I'm excited about this. Next, by Salt and Stone, I got the hand cream in the Bergamot Hinoki. Oh, it's a body lotion in the Bergamot Hinoki scent. And I've had other things from Salt and Stone and have always been very happy with them. This is in a metal tube. And it does have the metal seal, but it's got the little pokey thing. So we can open it up. Ooh, that smells very nice. I thought it would. They had two different scents. I liked the description of this one better. The other one sounded muskier, and I'm not always a fan of musky scents. So that is not super thick. You could use it as a hand lotion. Sometimes body lotions don't work as well as hand lotions. This one I think you definitely could because it's not so thick that it just feels off as a hand lotion. And that's probably how I'll be using it, is as a hand lotion. Okay, so this is the product that I told you I've had before. I would buy it again a million times. This is the Living Proof Flex Hairspray. And so I don't... Okay, I'm going to tell you that I don't like the super stiff stay in place, but that's not true. Sometimes I do like it, but usually for everyday stuff, I want something that's a little bit more flexible. So this is the kind of product, and I haven't had this in a while, only because I get so much stuff in beauty boxes that I tend to just use what I get instead of going out and buying something that I really enjoy. So when I saw this in there, I was like, yes, I'm going to put that in that box so I can have it again, because I did always love this. And again, the other stuff I get, it's not that I don't enjoy it, because I do. It's just sometimes you have your favorites. So when you see them, you grab them. So this I 100% recommend. We'll put a little bit on it now. So totally could put my hands in there without any issue. Now, that being said, it's not going to like be that super stiff hold, right? So if you have fine, thin hair like me, you probably will get some flatness eventually, but we'll see how this does through the video. But I totally recommend this product. Love it. Love that I don't have that stiff 80s hair. Again, sometimes I want that stiff 80s hair, and then I go to the sexy hair because, or Kevin Murphy. I just got a Kevin Murphy sample from my my stylist. It was more travel size, but it's good size, and love that. That is as good as the sexy hair, but so much more expensive. Okay, and then the last choice item in my box, and I have other stuff outside of the box. I did go to the Voluspa Vanilla Visions. This was a luxe choice, so it was an additional cost to add on, but I really love perfumes. I love this. I don't know if you're catching like all the different colors in here, but it's kind of a prismatic look. I do love scents, and vanillas can go either way though. They can be too musky, or they can be too sweet, or just right. So I thought, you know what? We're going to try it anyway. Because when I read the description, I was like, I don't know if that's for me. And then when I read other people's who reviewed it description, because I do like to look at the reviews, I thought, okay, maybe that is for me. So it is a spray bottle. Oh, I just sprayed it all over my fingers. Okay. Okay, upon first scent, vanilla and musk, not super sweet. Drying down, sweeter, almost like a marshmallowy. Okay, when it dries down, that musk is not as heavy as I thought it was going to be. So I'm actually very, very pleased. It matches the descriptions of reviewers, not what they described it as. It reminds me a little bit, if you've ever had the commodity milk scent, It reminds me a little bit of that. And I just kind of had to go in blind because I couldn't find this at any of the stores. So Ulta doesn't sell this brand, Sephora does, but we only have a tiny one here. And I didn't even see the perfumes. They do have perfumes there, but I didn't see it listed in the perfumes that they hold there. So I kind of had to go in blind. But I do like it. It's not super sweet, but it is sweet. So if you don't like sweet, you're probably not going to like this. If you prefer musk, you're probably not going to like this. If you like a balance, you're probably going to like it. So next, I also chose the Voluspa Neroli Sun Bath. And the reviews I read on this made it sound amazing. So I had to do it. Sunshine in a bottle was, I believe, how it was described. Beautiful blue color. Okay. It smells like sunshine. Absolutely. Let me read you the fragrance notes. I'm getting some bergamot, and that is a huge scent in a lot of today's perfumes. Keynotes are solar-powered citrus, neroli, and golden amber. So that's, I think, the citrus, the bergamot I was smelling, that's the citrus scent. So very lovely. Oh, as it dries down, it's even more, it doesn't smell like an orange or a grapefruit. Like, it's just a very nice scent. Okay, going along with scents, I also picked up the Soli Neroli candle from Siblings. So there's how it looks. This will come off, which I like that this comes off, because that, I want that. Oh yeah, this smells like the perfume actually. So that must be the neroli that I'm smelling. It's kind of creamy. Yeah, it's a creamy scent. So that must be the neroli, because it was in both. Okay, next, so I do keep a garden in the spring and summer. It's a container garden right now. So I went with these gloves because the gloves I have are smaller or shorter. They're short. So these are from the Floral Society, and they do have that leather-like, and I don't know if that's real leather or a vegan leather, but it does have that on the inside to really protect your hands. But it's also nice and long, and then you can tighten them up here. All right, so this, it's a little long for my hands, although with the rings off, it might fit just a little bit better. So you can see there's some room, but that's fine. And again, it can be tightened up right there, just a simple pull. And there is the length of it. So it's going to protect more of your arm, because when you're gardening, you're probably wearing a t-shirt and you want some more coverage. Next, I got 2 sets of the glasses to have 8, because 4 does me no good. I want matching sets. So I got 2 of them to have a total of 8. So they have a nice large bottom, a smaller top, great for wine, but also good for lemonade or whatever else you might enjoy in the summertime or spring. And then there are, I'm just going to show you the colors. There's this green one. And then this gorgeous blue. I don't know how these colors are coming out. If when I'm editing them, it's not coming out, I'll throw a picture up there. And then this is kind of a rosé color. So again, I did add 2 of these. And then 2 of these. These are the Costa Nova from Portugal. And they are dessert plates. And they were just so simple and so beautiful. And I thought they would go so nicely with the stuff that I got last spring that was that blue and white. So they are just little dessert plates, but I just loved the detailing on here. At first, I was like, I don't need them. And then as I was looking at them, I was like, no, I really like those. So again, these were a set of 4. So I grabbed 2 because there are 6 in our household. So I definitely needed 2 sets. Okay, so I have another box coming with more add-ons. Hopefully I get that before the seasonal choice comes up and can get that out to you. But hopefully this gives you a little bit of an idea of what some of these items are like. And I mean, just my opinion. And when it comes to scents, of course, we all have different feelings about what we enjoy or what we don't enjoy. But at least it gives you a little insight to each of the items and whether or not it's what you were expecting it to be, right? Okay, well, thank you so much for spending a little time with me. Please consider hitting that like, subscribe, and notification bell. And hopefully, I'll see you soon.